Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Alaska Zoo's live stream on this awesome day that's called International Polar Bear Day. My name is Rich Capitan and I'm the Education Director here at the Alaska Zoo in beautiful, slightly chilly Anchorage, Alaska. A lot of airplanes in Anchorage, Alaska if you've never visited. You probably hear it flying overhead. Yay, they're celebrating International Polar Bear Day too. Anyway, we're here to talk about polar bears throughout the day, around 10 a.m., which is now 12 p.m., a little later on, and then 2 p.m. this afternoon. I'm coming to you from our polar bear habitat at the Alaska Zoo. You can see behind me. I don't see a polar bear in my sights at the moment. Cranberry's been doing a drive-by or two, so we'll be seeing her probably very soon. But a little bit about International Polar Bear Day, which is today. This was a special day set aside by a group called Polar Bears International, which is a super great group. They do very important conservation work, very important education work, and of course education, and which aligns very similar to what we do here at the Alaska Zoo. So it's a pretty important time of year for polar bears. Females, excuse me, are in their dens right now with their cubs of the year, those little tiny peanuts that are born. Imagine a 600-pound female that's given birth to a little tiny bean of a 1-pound little cub. They'll have 1, 2, maybe 3, but usually 2 cubs, and they're in their dens right now. And again, it's a pretty special time for polar bears. The big males, they're out on the polar sea ice doing their polar bear hunting, which is what they're best at doing. And those boys, of course, can get up to like 1,500 pounds. So really, really big animals. And they should be on the ice right now. So that's kind of what International Polar Bear Day is. It's a day to just celebrate polar bears. Hopefully learn some stuff about polar bears if you're not familiar with this awesome animal, which, by the way, is the largest terrestrial carnivore on the planet. So that's pretty cool in itself. But here in a little bit, we're going to see 2 of our polar bears. They're so good at blending in, you can't even see them. There they are. No, anyway, we have 2 bears here at the Alaska Zoo, Kova and Cranberry. Cranberry is our older, more mature lady. She's 23. Her birthday is on November, Thanksgiving. What am I saying, November? Of course, it's Thanksgiving. So they named her Cranberry, B-E-A-R-Y. Yeah, whatever. She was actually born at the Denver Zoo, and she arrived at the Alaska Zoo in 2018. She's an awesome, awesome critter. We love her very much. And her younger, roommate is named Kova, and she just turned 3, so she's kind of still just a kid. She came to us from the wild, did I see a bear? No, not yet. We're waiting. It's the suspension of, Anyway, Kova came to us from the wild, and here at the Alaska Zoo, we help orphaned and injured wildlife, and it's pretty important what we do, especially with Kova. So Kova was a yearling. She was a cub of the year, what they call a koi, cub of the year, and she showed no fear to people. She was approaching vehicles and people on the North Slope, up in the oil fields and stuff. And obviously, a polar bear that's not afraid of people is a potential issue, right? So a couple of things could happen with that. Either one, they would remove her, or she could come to live at the zoo. So with the work of the federal government, we took her and we gave her a place to live here at the zoo, and she's thriving. She also went viral during the Olympics for her diving technique, which was pretty awesome. Again, this is when we last had the Olympics, with all the diving and swimming that was going on. She would do this ridiculous thing where she would stand up on the rocks behind me, look at the camera, and then do like a dramatic dive into the pool. So she went worldwide famous. But anyway, so yes, our 2 bears are living together. There's a big age difference, which actually seems to work. We were a little careful when we introduced the two of them. We didn't know what was going to happen with this older, mature bear. Is she going to just, you know, and they're individuals. They have different personalities, obviously. But when we put them together, they absolutely just were like, yay, best of friends. And that actually kind of made, I don't know, how do you want to say it, made Cranberry act a little bit less mature. She got really silly, and they play a lot, and they swim all the time. And Kova, again, is our Olympic swimmer. I get choked up talking about it. Anyway, I think I just heard the radio call where they're going to put out some enrichment for our animals. Like that red thing, that's enrichment. That's one of their big toys. But anything special, oh, there's a bear behind me right there. That is Cranberry, our older, mature lady. There she is. She's never had any cubs. It sounds like it just didn't work out for her, which, you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? So she's never had a cub, and Kova, of course, hasn't had any either. She's just a younger female. So anyway, they're going to be patrolling their area here behind me. So the thing that's hard to capture on the frame of where I'm coming to you from is there's a whole other part of their habitat. You're seeing just kind of the front of our house there. There's a whole other facility on that side. There's maternal dens if we ever need that. There's research areas. There's a whole other backyard, literally backyard for these bears to hang out in. And we give them free choice. We don't lock them out. You guys have to stay out here. We'll open this up, and they just kind of come to and fro. Oh, there she is again. There she is. I'll bend down for everybody there. You'll notice that she's kind of dirty. Yeah, she looks a little yellow. Of course, she's got this giant pool that's right here behind me. 70,000 gallons that she can jump into and swim around and wash off. But she loves to roll around in the dirt behind the scenes. Again, she's got a big yard. And it's kind of a weird time of year. It's snowy, but it's kind of gross and dirty and muddy. So she looks a little grungy. I saw Kova earlier, and she's pretty white. Like you'll notice, there's definitely a color difference between the two of them. So let me move my camera around. I'm going to turn this around. Extreme close-up on my face. That's awkward for everybody. Hold on. Whoa. All right, hold on. How do I do it on the TikToks? I don't know. There, where? I don't know. Here, hold on. Oh boy, now it's just awkward. Oh, there it is. There's the button. No. All right. Well, all right, TikTok. I don't know. Sorry. Now I'm just pushing buttons with my giant fingers. All right. Well, let me turn this around. That was an awkward interaction for everybody. All right. There's our habitat. All right. Hold on, TikTok. I'm multitasking. I got all kinds of things going on. Hey, TikTok. There's my face. We can edit this in post, right? How do you flip and turn my camera around? I don't know. There, flip camera. Boy, it's cold. My brain's working slow. All right. Again, this is our habitat, coming to you live from our habitat. Yeah, sometimes you see the bears and sometimes you don't. Apparently they're gonna, well, see, this is why you have to tune in at 12. Yeah. See, this is just a bait. We're baiting you in to have you join us again in a little bit. But I will show you their habitat. And again, if you've never been to the Alaska Zoo, and if you're not familiar with Alaska, that's all real snow. This isn't artificial snow. We just actually had a little dusting of snow last night, which was nice because it's been a really low snow year. So a little fresh dusting. Rocks, obviously, and waterfalls. Oh, there she is. There she is. You can hear the squeals and delights of young children. There she goes. So, since they're buddies, Kova and Cranberry, Cranberry really has gotten attached to Kova. And when Kova's not around, she gets kind of grumpy. And I think Cranberry spends a lot of time looking for her. So, hopefully we'll see the two of them here in a little bit, or maybe later. Again, we're going to come to you live 12 p.m. Alaska time and 2 p.m. Alaska time. So you definitely will get a chance to see him again. So again, this is International Polar Bear Day. And I do encourage you to go look up more information on that. Oh, who is that? That is... Who is that? Oh, that's Cranberry. Yep, same Cranberry. But go check out Polar Bears International, also called PBI. They do a lot of really important conservation with bears, with polar bears. And they do a lot of field work out of, what is it called? It's Svalbard, I think, and then in Churchill, Manitoba. So, all right, well, happy Polar Bear Day. I'm going to say farewell for now from the Alaska Zoo, and we will see you again at 12 and 2. All right, thanks for tuning in.